This time on DreamBuilders, a Maryland architect mixes residential and commercial design to create large spaces with signature style. When it comes to home makeovers, his clients say he has an almost magical touch. Hi, I'm Scott Morgan. Welcome to DreamBuilders. This architect likes to take tired houses and wake them up with his fresh approach to home building. We'll meet the artist and look at his work in just a moment. Later in the show, a New York home that puts a new spin on industrial design and a California retreat that sits among ancient redwoods. But we'll begin here in Fort Washington, Maryland, and the emerging style of Maurice Jenkins. There's no mistaking a home designed by architect Maurice Jenkins. It's not just that they're large and made of white stucco and lots of glass. It's the two-story entranceway, atriums with African-inspired symbols that have become Jenkins' signature.
First impressions are lasting impressions, so when you come in, that is the way the drama you want to create with the house.
Along the Potomac River in Fort Washington, Maryland, his homes also have waterside appeal with walls of windows to take in the view. A critical design element for Dr. Ernie Banks. He asked Maurice to turn a small deck house into an open, airy, and much larger home.
I only wanted windows because I love the view and I wanted to be able to take that in any room in the house. So I brought him around here to this house to see if he could do anything with it. And he told me he'd make some drawings, and we kind of took it from there.
About the only thing that remains from the original house is the dining room and kitchen area. Everything else was extended out and up. An addition to the right side of the house made room for a recreation area that flows into the two-story living room, Dr. Banks' favorite place.
Because it's the most open part of the house. I find it the most comfortable, and I can see other parts of the house from there, and I guess I get to appreciate just how nice the house is.
The atrium, running from the front to the back, is the focal point of the house. The circle and triangle on the front are African symbols, meaning peace and justice. Each piece of glass and framing carefully measured to fit exacting specifications. While the massive windows are eye-catching, the metal frames also helped Maurice achieve large, open areas.
When you're talking about spanning heights of like 25 to 35 feet, that speaks to actually metal frames. So we knew that we had to go to more or less somewhat of a commercial form, and we didn't want to lose the residential feel, the humanness of the residential feel.
Maurice created another dramatic atrium at the home of Dennis Jarman. This time, the glass windows over the entranceway extend up to a 20-foot-high barrel-vaulted glass ceiling. It's a major change from the original house.
By adding the atrium, you're not adding to the square footage of the house, but by making the ceilings higher, it automatically made the house look bigger.
Maurice opened up the remainder of the Jarman house, creating large living spaces that flow into one another. The wall of windows along the back helps bring the outside indoors and offers another great view of the river. Fortunately, most of Maurice's clients say he was able to bring their ideas to life. For Dennis Jarman, that meant tearing out a small bedroom, office, and walk-in closet to create a large master suite with sloped ceiling.
We had a great working relationship because it was very easy for him to take my idea and my perceptions and to put it down on paper and then to show me, and it was, yeah, that's it.
Maurice takes a very active role in the construction of his homes.
I act as construction manager, so I don't just drop the drawings off and the clients don't see me later on. As an architect, I try to be, the way a coach or a conductor works with their musicians.
Now Maurice is taking on one of his biggest challenges, building a 10,000 square foot home for himself. For his longtime building partner, John Owens, the design expands on the best elements from the homes they've already built.
Early on, I was very afraid, looking at the designs that he would come up with and looking at the house that we had to actually create that design from. It presented a whole lot of fear, in the beginning, and that doesn't exist for me anymore.
Much of the house is circular in design, radiating out from what will be a completely round kitchen. The grand room spans more than 30 feet across without any columns. Instead, support comes from a single steel beam.
I wanted an open plan that, kind of the house kind of flows. And I wanted you to move almost the way people walk. People don't walk straight lines. I wanted you to flow through the space.
The master suite will take up 1/2 of the top floor. There will also be a sitting room, workout area, and kitchenette, creating almost a separate apartment. Maurice and John are very proud of what they've accomplished over the years, building houses that enhance the lifestyles of their owners.
I take such ownership of what I do, and we both do. We share laughs and cries on many nights over our projects.
I think for this house is perfect for me. And then the next client, the golden objective is to meet that client's need, and it's perfect with them. And it was perfect with them. Ultimately, you created, a great product.